Hi Leo, this is Christelle Martinette with another weekly reading starting the 29th of February. I have here with me the Angel Tarot deck, which is an Italian deck. There's Italian writing on it, but it's recognizable, and Italian art on it. And I also have the Vera Sibilla with me, and a set of runes that was my first set of runes that I actually made from maypole slivers. And I remember last week I told you that it would be announcing, week of the 22nd, announcing 3 or 4 weeks to come. So it's interesting for me to see what's coming out this week for you, Leo. Okay, well, one just seems to want to come out. There you go. I've already shuffled these, but I'm giving it, let me see what the week holds for you. Okay, Leo, this is a quite a balanced week, it seems. Now, the week starts with some news. The news comes in, a realization, something comes to fruition, something that you've been waiting for. But in any case, it comes in the form of a package of news, something you catch wind of, you understand that something has come about. You get news. And it's news having to do with your livelihood. And perhaps this is the only, so far, of all the readings I've done, that there's no overlay with your romantic life and the financial livelihood side to your life story. But then again, you know, with the Vera Sibilla, that may change. And what I'm seeing here is that you're working hard. Okay, it's easier said than done, but there is a progression. You're going towards something, some form of specialization. You're working on it. For many of you, you have gone back to school. You want to make the best of what you have. Build on your education and your specialization. Why? Because you feel like you haven't given that your all, and you feel that you have some sort of you blame yourself for a few things concerning your livelihood. You haven't tried enough. Now, what's interesting is the focus card here. Beautiful, beautiful. The people around you, everybody stands to gain, and I'll show you those cards. There is this Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords that's knighting the page, the first card in. And it's a very severe card, and I'll look at that before taking my stand, because the Queen of Swords, as the King of Swords, they're very, very severe people, very difficult to read unless you have an overview. And I'm getting the overview, but I just will couch my talk based on what I get from the Sibilla as well. Then I have a situation where you feel very, very self-confident. You're confident in your financial situation. And even though most of you, if not, you know, most, let's say most, are really not extremely wealthy, you are generous. You begin to see that, you know, you're sort of changing. You become that, well, Leos are generally very generous. But the week typically sees you in trying to understand the better side of your situation, taking any little negative side and turning it into a positive side, and sharing. You know, you are sharing. And the week has, all in all, a sense of, there's that, I did say the Queen of Swords. It is tempered, right? Her sword is tempered. I'll show you the cards now. This is the Page of Wands. Major arcana, the stars. The 8, excuse me, the 8 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. The focus card here is the 10 of Pentacles. This austere Queen of Swords. The King of Wands. And I see this as you, Leo, man or woman. And the 6 of Coins. Last card is the Temperance card. Now, Leo, the King of Wands, male or female. There's a triangle, the chevron here, from the stars at the top to you and Temperance. So all in all, we are sitting pretty here this week. We are in a position where we can just assess, take stock of what you have, what you don't have, how far you've come, what you would like to do. The focus card is on the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is a card that talks of community, abundance, feeling at ease with yourself and feeling happy in your skin, you feel good with what you're doing. Now, that said, there is on the side, one side there's the 5 of Swords, and on the other side is the Queen of Swords. Now, what does it talk about? It talks about, and they mirror themselves. There's a side to you that has regrets. In terms of, I'm couching it into the livelihood here until the Sibila have their say. But you have regrets. You haven't tried enough. You could have in the past, but. And then I do see, however, that you build on your expertise. You build on your notions, what you know. You go back and you study, and that is a given here this week. You decide and you take decisions if you haven't already, because this seems as if it were a developed situation. I'm going to take the Sibila here that have been shuffled already, have been mixed, but I would like to take, first of all, the cards on this 5 of Swords. Oops. Okay, now I'll show you that, which is Belvedere. Belvedere, in the long run, a positive outcome. Okay, the regrets, the negative side, the shadow side to the week. All right, now this is you. This is typically a Leo card. This is vanity. This is your show. And your show is sort of blocked, hindered in what way? There's a mother, a woman with children, and a doctor, dottore. There is a situation for many of you who feel you are sort of, I don't like the word, but I will say it's stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. And that seems to give you cause for concern because of the negative choices you made in that situation. The other side here to the story is, yes, it is you and your vanity. It's an ego thing, and it has to do with the way you project your loving nature, your bedside manner in a relationship with your family, Now those, I'm going to use the runes, and we do have at the same time the Belvedere, which has come out. So, let's see what choices you are suggested to make from the reading. I'm going to take I'm going to highlight the 6 of Pentacles. Now, there are very different levels here, Leo, that are speaking at the same time. Donna di Servizio, the housemaid, 19th century housemaid. There is the Gran Signore, the most important person, and the falsità, lies. Now, it seems to me that you have to come to terms with the situation that was before now and what you want it to be after now. Because you have lost your position as the great person that you are for some reason, for some choices, negative choices that you have made in the past. You are helped this week. Something comes to your aid that makes it possible for you to make amends in that situation. And this is highlighting the Six of Pentacles, this idea of sharing. Going to highlight the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. Il Messaggero, the messenger. Sacerdote, the priest, and prison, the prigione. Now, it is making a beautiful music, this card, the Eight of Pentacles with these cards. They're talking about a situation that, yes, you did hide the truth, you did not discuss, you did not confront, you did stay behind the scenes for whatever reason. We'll find that out. And the time now is they're suggesting you to come above board. You want to change your livelihood, you want to improve on that, you want to make a name for yourself, you want to change your name, you want to improve your status. Now is the time to do that. But you need to do that in a very transparent way with respect to the past. I'm going to take the runes now and see what they can add to this, Leo friends. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Now, compelling, that is the word, compelling. On the one hand, there are a few conversations here, and two are overlapping. Probably the most important runes exist, let's say, have fallen in two conversations. But the two conversations are linked by a rune that's Merkstave, that opens the door to other things that I'll talk about. First of all, we have in the first conversation this Sowilo, the success rune, the sun, the beautiful sun. And then we have, I've salvaged it. This is Yera, and it talks about things coming to fruition on its own. But what we have here is Thurisats, and Thurisats is talking about the importance that they do come to fruition, that you do make your mark, and that you do it in a time frame that allows you a certain amount of importance insofar as you yourself will be able to feel the benefit. So not to lengthen it out, but keep a time frame that will be important to you. Now, the second conversation, which is sort of, there's an adjective, I'm going to call it, because, for me, I like to talk about grammar because these are oral, they're reading, they're talking. I have here this Need, and Need is a rune that talks of something you need, quite frankly. But it's on a par, it is influence, the conversation that talks about speaking, communication, that talks about extreme important transformation, and it talks about success. These are needed. All right, we have Daeg, we've got Ansus and Ing. It's compelling. It's a situation that's compelling. Now, what is the rune that is linking the two? Now, I'm bringing it up because it's not going to resonate with all of you, but some of you it may. This is a rune of, it's Merkstave, It's Otala, Merkstave, and it talks about inheritance, property, perhaps the decisions we saw that were not made, that were made that didn't bring you a certain amount of success, have to do with inheritances, have to do with how you managed that, have to do with something you were given and you wasted. But it is a warning right in the center of these two conversations with that need adjective that I'm calling an adjective. It's sort of warning you, and it's telling you, get a move on, because, here's your hat, where's your hurry? Take your time, but hurry up. Yara, at your own pace. Soila, the sun, you are blessed. And Therisats, you have to take action. And it will help you in making decisions concerning goods, inheritances, real estate, funds that belong to other people that are given to you. Perhaps you're a financial consultant. There are many different possibilities here. But take those steps, because you need a situation where you need to communicate your success, and you will be successful. Leo friends, I do hope that this helped you in some way, this reading for the 29th of February. Leo friends, namaste, and until we read together again.